spring of 2014, I spotted a baby wild rabbit staring at my gutter pipe extension. Thanks to an FPC psych class that included animal behavior, I knew the rabbit was imprinting and decided to become a part of the process. I estimate that she was 2 to 3 weeks old. I tossed small pieces of carrot near her, and she started to approach me. Initially, I did not know she was a female until she later went through nest-building behavior. Anyway, we developed a relationship that continues to exist. She was standing on her hind legs eating out of my hand after about 2 weeks of training. Although she would disappear for extended periods of time, she would always return. I named her Ribeye because as a baby she had the shape of a ribeye steak. She approaches my front door and sits on the sidewalk stoically until I notice her. During the spring of 2015, she disappeared and 14 months went by. I figured a long time ago that she had become lunch to one of the many animals above her in the food chain. A common eastern cottontail rabbit is darn lucky to live longer than a year or so. They never have the luxury of dying of old age. About 10 days ago, I looked out the front door, and there's Ribeye. AWOL for 14 months, and she immediately eats out of my hand. She comes by about once a day, sometimes for breakfast, sometimes for supper. After experimenting with various ingredients and portions, her favorite dish is lettuce, carrots cut in slim strips, dried cranberries, and a few dry roasted peanuts. I always hand feed her carrot slivers first and try a little training. She has a short attention span and becomes frustrated easily. When she becomes frustrated, she runs in one counterclockwise circle. John Hayes says she takes her long sabbaticals because I feed her on cheap paper plates. Well, the day after he said that, she had breakfast complete with a placemat, fine china, edible flowers, she prefers Encore azalea blossoms, and an old Chianti bottle candle for atmosphere. Until now, she was afraid to get on my stoop. Even when it rained and I would put her food on the edge of the stoop, she would come out of the rain, get a mouthful of food, go back in the rain, and eat. 2 days ago, I spoke to her and went to the kitchen to make her meal, leaving the door open. When I returned, she was in my dining room and had a bit of trouble slipping and sliding on the hardwood floor. Since she has less fear of the stoop, I am now teaching her to approach the slim window by the side of the door so I can more easily see her when she's visiting. Then on down the road, I may teach her to ring the doorbell.